Now, I was going to start this video off with some gameplay clips, some funny moments. Honestly, just something to give you guys a break from this big old shiner. But no, we're going to get right into this. So the other day, I noticed that there was a new bundle in the store, Classic Ghost. I just want to say, thank God they finally added him into the game, because I don't know how much longer I can look at this weird rendition of him. Like, Ghost in my mind will always look like this, never look like this. So Classic Ghost is back, W. But this bundle is causing a lot of stir within the community, because if you notice in the bottom right corner of all the first 5 things, there's this little like green lightning bolt looking thing. Now, this is the first time that Call of Duty has done something like this, because what this means is that it gives you an extra bonus effect in DMZ and DMZ only. So they are basically blatantly selling a pay to win object in the game. Like, before, we all kind of knew that like the Rose skin was pay to win. They put it in the battle pass. The lighting on the map wasn't great, so they added a skin that was like, if you buy the battle pass, you have an advantage. Apparently that strategy just got thrown out the window, because this shows me, bro, they don't give a right now. So with the new season 3 update, they added like new armor vests into DMZ, one that acts as a UAV, one that acts as, I don't really know. I don't really play DMZ, so I'm not going to sit here and sound like an idiot and act like I know everything. But anyways, so this operator gives you a free 2-plate armor vest, 2-plate armor vest, ensured weapon cooldown by 15 minutes, basically just a bunch of bonuses for DMZ. So not only is that pay to win, but this right here, tell me this isn't the ACR. By this aesthetic, the 141 that animates itself on the gun right there, we already knew that the ISO Hemlock was supposed to be the ACR. But this right here, like, instead of actually just putting the ACR in the game, we're going to put the ISO Hemlock in the game. And then later, we're going to release a pay-to-win bundle that is literally the ACR. And of course, I bought it. Trust me, I should be doing anything other than giving more of my hard-earned money to Activision. But at this point, I'm convinced it's a mental illness. Now, 2 days go by, and they release the classic, like they do every year, the 420 highest balls bundle. And this sent Twitter into a frenzy. Now, one of the biggest issues with Warzone going over to Warzone 2 was that none of the bundles, operator skins, and everything that people paid for or grinded for could transfer over to the new game. And when Call of Duty does something like this, like, I'm not surprised that people feel like they just got kicked in the nuts. This right here is a blueprint for one of the assault rifles in Warzone 1. I believe this was released with the Haunting in Verdansk event, with like the Jigsaw skin, the Leatherface skin, and then this like Doctor something something something. This was the blueprint. Well, for 420 this year, they released this blueprint. This is the exact same blueprint, just different colors, slightly different shape, an obvious recycle of skins. And if you look at the character itself, like, look, the tank is in the exact same spot. The way that the belt comes right across his ass cheeks, the satchel on his left side, the gun holster on his right, instead of this weird little, I don't even know, like the ghillie suit stuff, they just replaced it with like flaming pot leaves. And his collar is even the exact same as well. You flip it over, like, do they think we're stupid? There was another image that got released of this. Hopefully I can find it at some point in this video, but if you zoom in really closely on these tubes, it says made in Verdansk. Like, they didn't even take the time to take Verdansk off the blueprint before they recycled it and sold it to Warzone 2 people. Who the fuck? So then, of course, my inner investigative researcher came out. I remember they already did this once before in Warzone 2, and I kind of brushed it off to the side. But now that these things kind of keep coming up, I decided to dig deeper into all of this. Here was another blueprint. This is in Warzone 2. I don't know what gun this is. Oh, it's the TAC M. It's like, it has a nice, like, you know, cherry blossom flowers, black aesthetic with this like rose gold whatever on it. Well, back in Warzone 1, on this was the Ram 7, it's the same exact shit. Like, see this guy? This is exactly how I think right now. Here's a better look at this skin, and then here's the new one. I mean, like, bro, it's literally so obvious, it's clear as day. The next one, now this was a big controversy skin as well, was the nuke skin that came out. So for those who don't know, the one on the right here is what you get for getting a nuke in Warzone 2. Arguably the hardest achievement in the game. And then this was the bundle that they put out a couple weeks later for people to purchase. Like, the nuke skin is sick, but the buyable one is way sicker. The glowing red eyes, the evil aesthetic, it's just nasty. Not to mention, which I think I have it in the next tweet, there were weapon blueprints from the buyable nuke skin bundle that were also recycled from Warzone 1. Like, this shit is just getting so out of hand. Now, I wasn't gonna buy this buyable nuke skin, but I had a really good idea for a TikTok that ended up hitting like 700,000 views. So for the money, it was worth it. So am I upset that I gave more money to Activision? Yes. Again, it's a mental illness, but I like views, so it had to be done. Here is another weapon blueprint from Warzone 2. This is the TAC-V. Now, this one isn't really like 100% obvious, but like you can see in Warzone 1, I mean, it's the exact same vibe. You got the same green color, same black trim. It's basically the exact same vibe from one to the next. Like, they're just trying to take every single skin from Warzone 1 that they can, repurpose it because it's probably less work hours. It's less, you know, creative energy spent from the staff. How can we take what we've already worked on, recycle them, repurpose them, and resell them in Warzone 2 after we told everybody that we cannot transfer anyone's blueprints, skins, anything like that over from the old game to the new one? We're just gonna chokeslam our entire community and make it blatantly obvious that we're stealing their money. And my dumb falls for it and just continues to hand them money. Again, mental illness. So here's the Bison, or the mini Bach that comes with the Dark Arts, which is like the buyable nuke skin. It has this like pentagram looking thing on the back end, like red. I don't think it glows. But then back in Warzone 1 for the AS Val, look at this. It's the same exact color scheme. The red pentagram is like harder to see, like it's not as distinct, but if you zoom in on that, like that is the exact same vibe from this. Like, bro, I feel like Inspector Gadget right now. The whole community is like this. What the fuck? Here's another weapon blueprint from Warzone 1. I think this is the last one that I have. A fully decked out wolf blueprint. Looks pretty sick. Red glowing eyes, whatever. Warzone 2, I mean, these ones aren't as obvious, but you can tell that they are taking inspiration from the old game and applying it to the new game. Just taking the laziest route they could possibly take. It's just so sad, to be honest. Like, it doesn't really affect me all that much, especially because I got Orion, which I'm still convinced that is the 300 IQ way of not spending money in this store, period. Like, the Mastery Camo will just forever trump all. But, like, I don't even really buy that many bundles. All of these Warzone gift packs, these are all free. I did buy the Ghost pack because it's classic Ghost. I didn't do it for Activision. I did it for Ghost. Thank you. Okay, wow. That like British accent that I just did was actually kind of dog shit. The Toronto Ultra one was given to me. I bought the Dark Rituals one and the exclusive Warfighter one for the sake of videos. I bought the Thick Cuts one because I thought a Orion chef's knife would be cool. I did spend like $15 on just a chef's knife. Yes, not one of my proudest moments. Showdown was given to me. This just showed up in here. I've never purchased this a day in my life. Like, look at how horrible this looks. I would have never spent my money on like a piece of wood, bro. Like, I could find a stick in my backyard that probably looks better than that. And then other than that, all of these were just given to me. The LAG one, the CDL League one, these were all given to me. And then these, I think, came with the Vault edition that I purchased before the game even came out. They already had $100 of mine. I'm telling you, mental illness. But like, I genuinely feel bad for the people that like have so much faith in this game and just like blindly trust them and just think that like they're getting their money's worth on a lot of these things. Like, they just have no idea what's going on, and it just hurts my heart. They're literally getting robbed in broad daylight. But I do want to see how this ACR, I'm sorry, ISO Hemlock repurposed and reskinned to aesthetically look like the ACR so that my dumb continues to spend more money on this game. I want to see how this thing feels. Now, Call of Duty, you can do, I guess, whatever you want with the bundle and the store and all that other shit, but please, and I think I speak for everyone when I say this, never take Battle Royale solos out of this game ever again, or I am going to freak the fuck out. I swear to God, there's just a tiny piece of dust underneath my controller just trying to fuck with me, man. Wait, what the? I didn't even hear this guy laying behind me. The hitboxes in this game, going from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2, easily gained like at least 20 pounds. Like, where's the audio here? Okay, take two. We should have enough money for a loadout here. This place looks dead as shit. Bro! No! And on second thought, I don't give a damn how this ACR feels. I am not playing this game any longer than I have to today, and I'm going to touch grass. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
And you thought I was kidding? How about the magnets, though? Let me tell you, I highly recommend. For those who haven't done this or experienced being outside or touching grass, it's a 10 out of 10 experience. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh shit, there's Activision.
We got our money and we'll get our load out. And then we're gonna make a good YouTube video because we're gonna expose the meta with the Lockman and the P90. And I hope no one's camping this by station.